Fair enough.
All right. Good evening, gang. I don't think anybody's watching us yet, so I'm just gonna vamp.
I have a story. I learned last week that if you're sick and you sip Dayquil instead of just taking the recommended dose every so many hours, your friends judge you.
Yeah, I
But
believe that's the fastest way to overdose on Dayquil.
I mean, I want to say the fastest way, but it's definitely a way. I felt a lot better though, like after a few days.
Oh,
But
after the judging?
no, after like,
After the sipping.
after all the sipping. But yeah, Zoe kind of brought it to my attention that I finished a bottle of Dayquil in like, what was it, 3 days? And half the bottle of NyQuil. But I feel a lot better.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad
for
to
sure
hear
not
that.
sick.
I'm
I'm
glad
for
you're
sure
not
not sick
dead.
anymore. Yeah. I had the not COVID where Zoe had COVID and I had all the same symptoms, but did not have COVID.
That's a great story, Sam.
Yeah. Thanks. Well,
like you made me cry.
Are we good? Are we good to start? Are we just letting?
Don't talk like that was the worst story ever.
It's a great start to the stream.
Yeah.
Yes, we are good to start. I think they can hear me now, as well as
okay.
Sam's
Well,
lovely drug stories.
I'll do my intro, even given that we have people, I guess, watching. Hello, we are Corporate Crash Course. Our title still says Night Floors Part 2, but we are not playing the Night Floors. Now it says Last Christmas, which, thanks, Zoe. That's fixed it. Which, that is correct. That is the game we are playing tonight. We are playing a little one-page RPG from Rowan, Rook, and Deckard, known as Last Christmas, or A Christmas Carol in a role-playing game, being a simulated attempt to avoid complete societal collapse via spectral time travel. So, buckle up, because it's about to get real weird in here. So, the description of the game, or the scene of the game, says, look, you killed Scrooge, and now the world is ending, for some reason. As time-traveling ghosts, you're the only ones who can stop it. That's the start of the game. That's the impetus of the game. So, the first thing that I'm going to need to get each of you to do is pick your ghost class, which is fun. You can pick from future, present, past, or Marley. And
I want to be Marley.
Okay, fine. You can be Marley.
Thank you.
The other three classes have an extra ghost power that they can use. Marley's don't. They just get chains and stuff.
Okay. I stand by my decision.
So, just so that you guys can know while you choose future, you can spend 3 ghost points to kill any mortal. Present, you can spend 3 ghost points to summon vile, lumpy children. Cool.
Wow.
And past, you can spend... you get a -1 ghost points to a minimum of 1 when using powers in the past. So you can use better powers in the past. So yeah, everybody pick a ghost class.
Well, I mean, I guess it would have stick on brand here, considering my attire. So I'm gonna go with Christmas present.
Present, okay. You really want to summon those lumpy children, don't you?
Isn't that what Christmas is about? Just
yes.
Lumpy children. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make you repeat them again.
Oh, we've only
Can
got
I do
future and
that?
past left.
Future, present,
Yeah, but
past. Future,
what was
you
the
can
special stuff?
future you can kill an immortal for
Okay.
3 ghost points. Present, you can summon vile lumpy children for 3 ghost points. And past, you can use any ghost powers in the past for 1 less ghost point.
Or you could be another Marley. I'm assuming you can double up on them.
You could be another Marley, but
Yeah, Marley doesn't do anything.
I'd like to be future.
cool.
I was gonna say I wanted past, so that works.
I
Perfect.
just realized I put my sweater on backwards. I was like, what's scratching my neck here? It's the tag.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Okay. So now, for those of you paying attention, you're wondering what are these ghost point things or power things that they're talking about? So, the only way which our players can interact with the world at large is through supernatural phenomena, of which they have to spend ghost points in order to do such. They all start with 10. And can only use up to 10 throughout the whole game, and can use actions depending on those. So for 1 ghost point, they can increase or decrease temperature of a space by 10 degrees. You can nudge a small item. You can write on windows or mirrors up to 3 words. You can whisper up to 3 words. For 2 ghost points, you can trigger a single brief action on a human's part. I don't know what that one reads specifically, but we'll deal with that in a second. For 4 ghost points, you can possess somebody. For 5 ghost points, you can manifest in a semi-corporeal form, causing terror. Or, for those who have it, you can use your special ability. That's been granted to you. Now, the other wrinkle of the game is when you act, you roll a d6, and I get to tell you what happens. So, that's how this starts. Do you guys have any questions, or are we just gonna dive right in? What's up, Sam?
What was 4 points again?
Possess somebody.
For 4?
Yeah.
So you can do that
And 5?
twice.
And what
Yes.
was 5
Now
points?
remember, when you're out of ghost points, you can no longer impact the world. So be careful.
And what can we do with 5 points?
Manifest in a semi-corporeal form, causing
Oh,
terror.
thank you.
God's terror.
So do what
Terror.
Jacob Marley did in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Well, hearing no questions, then we're gonna jump right in. So again, yes, you guys have killed Scrooge, and as a result, you've decided to go back in time to his past to try and figure out some way of stopping the world from ending. So you wind up first dropped into his school. He was sent away to a boarding school as a young lad to have all hope and imagination beaten out of him, as was done in the 19th century. And you happen upon a room which is empty except for what you immediately recognize as a child Scrooge sitting at a desk, lonely, and you see a small girl run up and sit beside him. It is starting to get cold, so you figure it's probably late autumn at this point. So what would you guys like to try and do, if anything? You all show up outside of the school.
Sorry, how many points was the temperature change again? That was 1 point, right?
One GP, yes.
Okay. And we're in the past right now?
Correct.
Okay. It's free for me. I'll make the room a little more comfortable for them.
Oh, there you go. Set the
Okay.
mood.
You see them perk up slightly.
Hmm.
Oh, this is fun. Actually,
Oh,
I missed a rule from before, which I'm going to tell you guys about now because it's fun. Why not? There is a way you can regain ghost points.
Oh.
oh,
Yeah, it's called complications. So at any point, you can choose to play an NPC in a scene instead of your ghost. But you have to do it in order to make things more difficult for the other ghosts. And if you do, you regain a D3's worth of ghost points.
Perfect.
so we could switch it into NPC.
Yep.
If we make things difficult for the others, we get points
Yep.
back.
Is it only regain points or is it just gain points?
Only regain.
Okay. I am currently not incentivized. This may change.
Just letting you know.
It changed.
This may change.
I've yet to spend 1 to 3 points and desire them back.
Okay. You said whispering was 2 points, right? Or like
Yes.
3 words?
No, it's 1. Sorry, it is 1.
Oh, no, 1. Okay.
But again, you're currently outside. You're like looking through the window at the young boy Scrooge sitting at a desk.
Okay.
We'll say he looks to have had quite a painful beating prior to this.
Hmm.
So, we killed him and the world is ending.
Correct.
We got back in time to fix that, or try to fix it. So
Based on the ghost, it was probably Christmas future.
he pointed
Based on the
pointed too
abilities.
hard and he scared him.
It's like, he's hopeless. Lost cause, this guy.
Scrooge was like, "You won't kill me." She was like, "Watch me."
Yeah.
Do it, you won't.
Dude.
Scrooge was being
Uh,
mean to a
Yes,
particularly intelligent vacuum cleaner, and
All right. So we're outside. I'm assuming, obviously, we could like kind of free roam, or and go inside the classroom there if we want to.
Yes.
Okay. And you said
So
he
he's-
was.
Is he in the classroom? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, he's in the classroom with other kids. Cool.
Yes.
And there's
Are
a,
you guys
there's a
going into the
teacher
classroom?
teaching.
No. There's nobody else in there. It looks like the lesson is over. He's sitting, and there's a young woman who's approached and is sitting beside him.
I have a bold, yet possibly risky idea here.
Are you guys going inside the room?
Yeah, we're invisible ghosts. Do what we want.
Okay.
Yeah.
You walk through the wall into the room, and you hear the young woman speak, saying, Ebenezer, isn't it fantastic? I've come to collect you for Christmas. Father will be so happy to see you." And you hear him respond, just like, "Father's the one who sent me to this hellhole, Fan. He wanted to teach me how the world works, and he has done that successfully. I take my beatings like any other man would in this place, being a man of 12.
is there a chalkboard?
Right, bold.
Yeah, that's a
Man
chalkboard.
of 12.
I,
Such a great line.
I again for free because I'm ghosted because it's writing something is 1 point, right?
Yeah, but you still have to use one. So remember, your thing says to a minimum of 1.
To a minimum. Okay, I did not remember that. Oh well, I'm still gonna do it. Burn another point.
Okay.
I write 3 words: hit the gym on the chalkboard.
Okay. Can you roll a d6 for me?
I would like to add to that after he rolls.
1. I rolled a 1.
Okay. What was your intention with that?
I don't know. Maybe if as Ebenezer, becomes a teenager, if he was working out, he might take a fewer beatings.
Okay. So you pick up the chalk, and as you start to write on the board, you forget about how hard you kind of have to press. And you end up pressing like too hard, and it starts to shriek throughout the room. And Ebenezer immediately kind of looks around, and he's just like, Who's spying on me? Show yourself so I can issue a beating of my own. Come on, Fan. Let's get out of here." He turns to leave with his with the woman.
Does the door have a lock on it?
Door to the room.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I'm guessing correctly, it's one of those locks that you have to use a key from either way, right?
Yes.
Would locking the door count as nudging something?
I would say so. Yes.
I would like to spend 1 point to lock the door before they can leave.
Okay. Roll a d6.
That is a 5.
Okay. Yeah, the door locks. So he gets to the door, he stomps over, and he tries to yank on it, and he's just kind of like, "What in the blazes is this? I'm trapped in this room, in this hell."
What's the temperature in the room now?
Oh god, it's got to be only 15 degrees Celsius.
Right,
or
because
something.
it was raised by 10, right?
Yes.
It's
I would-
15 after
I would
being
like-
raised by 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would
You
like
think they're
to
spending money on heating this freaking school?
I would like to spend 2 points to raise the temperature 20 degrees.
What?
Please.
Oh, are we trying to cook him alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6.
I got a 1.
Maybe if we kill him sooner, the world won't end.
You attempt to raise the temperature, but in doing so, and affecting the physical properties of the room, you end up causing a minor explosion, which bursts all of the windows and actually throws Ebenezer and the girl through one of the windows.
Am I raising the temperature through fission?
Yeah. No, come on, man. Just because
Brother,
temperature,
I don't know
temperature. The way that temperature works is it's energy from collisions between particles. So if you increase the temperature, you make the particles in the room move faster. So all I'm saying is that in your attempt to make that happen, you do it too quickly, and it causes a bit of a shock wave, which is an explosion.
Okay. That makes sense to me now.
There you go. You blast the windows out, and they get knocked through one of the windows, and the girl is knocked out on the outside of the building now.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Would you guys like to keep trying, or would you like to switch to a different scene at this point?
Is Ebenezer gonna try and help her?
Oh yeah, he's basically lifting her up, trying to run for one of the carriages or whatnot.
I would like to regain some points.
Okay.
Here we go.
May I be one of the teachers?
Sure.
Okay. I would like to be what it's the so I'm a nun. Right? Because you'd be going to a private school, which I'd assume would end up being a Catholic school.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. I'm a nun. Coming out. I see this, like, what seems to have happened. I run over to him. He's like, "What did you do?" And I slap him with my hand that has a ring, that has with my left hand, which has the ring that nuns wear because they're married to God. Um, and I slap him with that hand. It's like, "Get out of here, you little demon! What's wrong with you?"
Okay.
Jeez.
Would slapping
I'll
the
say a
nun
rosary
count
for
as,
you. You better do as well.
would slapping the nun count as a brief action?
Um.
I
Hit the nun for
Yeah.
that?
Sure.
Do anything?
Are the ghosts gonna hit the nun?
Yep. Go ahead, Nick. Roll a d6.
Okay.
It's not the nun.
5.
Perfect. Yes, you slapped the nun. I think Sam's done playing her now, but I feel like
No.
she would kind of.
I got more.
Okay, how's she gonna react to that then,
Oh,
Sam?
no.
Oh, she's gonna like. I'm guessing hit her in the face, right?
Yeah.
You gotta. She kind of like goes back, like, "Oh, demon! I'm gonna get the Monsignor. He'll cast the demon out." And she runs away
Come on,
and trips in
dear.
the snow, and then keeps going.
There's no snow, but I like the image of her
Sorry.
dripping in the snow.
She's tripping on like upright
some
or
random
something.
piles
It's just snow.
or just
Yes, it's
A
snow
random
from the
pile of snow, it's
Zamboni,
just in
from the ice rink that they have currently.
I was gonna say, if it was just a pile of dirt, it's like, wow, these guys are rich. They just got dirt lying around. How expensive dirt is.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah. Ebenezer is now. Yeah, Sam, roll a d3 to get your gross points back.
So that's a 6, and 1 and 2 is 1.
Yes.
6.
Yeah, 3 and 4 is 2, and okay, so it's 3. Good. Okay. At that, Ebenezer's gonna get up and grab the woman and again run to a carriage.
I feel like we're not really helping the whole.
Could I help him carry her?
Maybe.
Like make her lighter by, I don't know, a brief action? Would that be brief enough?
Nudge her upwards.
Sure.
Okay.
Roll a d6.
3.
Okay. Yeah, you nudge her up. You nudge her up.
So
Okay.
we killed
we're gonna leave.
Ebenezer.
Yes.
Why did
mean,
we kill Ebenezer
that-
again?
It's kind of a dick.
I mean, I liked. I kind of like to imagine this is the darkest timeline where we like it still was Christmas Carol, but it got to a point where it's like, yeah, one of us spooked him too much. Not to put any blame, but I'm guessing it was Christmas yet to come.
Whoa,
Throwing
I don't know
shade.
about this, but that's the second ghost here that's blamed me.
Aren't you Mr. Lumpy Children? That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I live in the present. I don't think about like consequences.
I don't know. I'm just his friend. I'm trying to fuck with him.
Okay.
I'm like, well, it's his last chance. Put his hand in hot water when he's sleeping and shit. That's only 1 point.
Oh my god.
10 days in a
Okay.
row.
I mean,
Where would you guys want to keep trying with this, or I mean, by this point he's gotten
Go to
into
the
a carriage,
Next.
Yeah, he's on his way home, right?
so you guys can choose. Do you want to remain in the past, go to the present, or go to the Christmas post-apocalypse?
oh,
Do you think if we go to the Christmas post-apocalypse, we'll be able to figure out why his death caused an apocalypse?
Yes.
Also, can we go back to the past after visiting the future?
Of course you can. You can do whatever you want. You guys are
Time
time traveling
travelers.
ghosts.
Oh, fantastic!
To the
I don't know how much.
future.
I don't know how much juice we got.
Let's take a
Yes.
peek. See how.
Peek at the
What, you
future.
think we're gonna run out of gas?
I don't know. Run out of
Or
ectofuels.
refuel the time machine?
We're low on ectoplasm. We can't go any further.
Okay. So
Some
you
oil
guys,
uses orange juice.
I don't know, travel through some weird fluid air phase feeling thing and wind up in the post-apocalyptic future. Of course, so you end up in a ruin of a cityscape, buildings that are smoking and half torn down and whatnot. And you see a bunch of billboards for something known as lab-grown dinosaurs. It looks like at some point a company was created that marketed dinosaurs for your children to grow as a science experiment. Yep. You find yourselves in an alley where three men are standing around a burning trash can, and they're laughing about stuff. One of them kind of pokes the other one, and is just like, "Oh, yeah, that Scrooge's death was definitely what did it. What for? Yeah, the old bugger really got what was meant for him. Yep."
Honestly, is the apocalypse so bad? They have dinosaurs.
Well, of course, with Scrooge's death, all the dinosaurs were able to, just grow to unprecedented sizes, and it resulted in cities being torn down and people being eaten, just mass hysteria.
That's so bad.
How was he the thing stopping that?
He was stopping the scientists.
I have a theory. Follow me on this.
It's
So-
my seat.
So I'm assuming, kind of like as the Christmas Carol goes, Scrooge grows conscious. He helps out Bob Cratchit and his family, gives money for Tiny Tim to live,
Mhm.
happily ever after.
Yeah.
Scrooge died, didn't get a conscious. Tiny Tim died. Bob Cratchit wanted revenge. Invested in scientists to create lab-grown dinosaurs.
To just rain chaos on the world.
Yeah. It's either that.
I see it.
It's either that or because he didn't give money to the Cratchits, Tiny Tim dies. So they have another child who's a daughter who later marries a man whose last name is Hammond. They have a son named John. Who opens Jurassic Park.
Yes, the long con.
And now we're
That
here.
seems feasible, yeah.
I think it must be
Because,
one
that's
of
what people-
those two options. Probably nothing
It might be a
else.
mix of a bit of both, where, the revenge was a long con.
The revenge is. I'm telling you, if that sign says Cratchit Industries, like I'm on the money with this one.
Yo, Cratchit Industries.
Why not? That's what's on the billboard. Fine.
Oh man!
Yes.
Uh,
Oh,
Somebody owes me 50 ghost bucks.
question here.
Yep.
If we're time traveling ghosts and us killing Scrooge really puts a damper on the whole world,
Yep.
why don't we just go back and stop ourselves from killing him?
Because we don't
Can
have
you
a
do that?
thing to affect ghosts.
Yeah.
I think this is the
None of our
inevitable,
abilities
Yeah.
affect ghosts.
roadblock
But
of
can
any
we
time
just
travel.
reason with ourselves?
But you're also assuming that you would run into the paradox of there being multiple versions of yourself at any point in time.
What if we go back to right before we kill Scrooge and we make sure he's not where the ghost us are going to be to kill him, and we do the whole "boo, be a good guy, give the money to the child" thing somewhere else.
Make sure he's not in his home at night at bedtime.
We
And
could just
it'll go
spend like a
fine 'cause-
month haunting him before that night, and then he would definitely move out.
Yeah.
It's
And
gonna
then
be a
when-
rough month.
Then when the past us's are in his house waiting for him to do the spookies, he's not there.
Waiting
He's
for
actually
him
with
to
us
do
at
the
an alternate location where we're going to do dialed back spookies to make him, see the error in his ways and give Tiny Tim the money.
This sounds perfect.
Yeah. My only issue, the only hiccup with that is that we only have 10 ghost points, and that means we're gonna have to come up with stuff to get those points back. And I can only be a nun for so long.
Well,
I
you
just
got
thought
other
last time-
options.
I fell in the snow. I don't. I only have the nun. I used everything on that and my stupid John
So-
Hammond joke.
So,
me out.
so at
We-
every point in Scrooge,
Yeah, every point Scrooge is like,
Oh,
there's
sorry,
a nun.
I was going to say at every point in Scrooge's life, there's at least one nun.
Yeah.
There's at least
No,
one
it's the
nun
same
who-
nun.
Wants to hit
It's
him.
the same.
Follows him
Because
throughout his
she-
life.
Yeah, because she saw he was possessed as a child. Because he had a ghost enact revenge on his behalf after blowing up a room. Somehow, he's clearly the devil child.
Hear me out.
Okay.
We forget about Scrooge. We let him die. We find another rich sucker. We convince him to give money to Tiny Tim's family. Scrooge gets to die, and no dinosaur apocalypse.
Perfect.
See, that works because it says Cratchit Industries. My concern would have been, then Scrooge, the issues that Scrooge used his money for dinosaurs, but he didn't. The Cratchits did somehow,
Yes.
so we're safe.
So,
That'll work.
yeah.
Oh, ghostly powers. Find me someone with the last name Musk.
Yeah, you gotta go to
Stoned
South
at once
Africa
here.
for that. They
I
own a
pull out
diamond mine.
the phone book I looked for him.
Emerald Mine.
Emerald mine, sorry. Okay. What do you guys want to do? By the way, these three idiots around the trash can just keep making jokes about Scrooge,
I thought you were talking
more
about
like
Jesus Christ.
Splooge, and that's it.
Did too for a second.
Top notch humor.
Thank you.
These three idiots. My favorite joke is uncreatively insulting your friends.
Uh, okay.
All right,
You
so we
brewing
need to
up
stop,
I mean-
there, Nick?
stop
That idiot
Cratchits
thought he
from
could
making
save
dinosaurs.
Christmas, and then he died. Ha!
I want to write in the dirt how Scrooge die. Question mark.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll a d6.
4.
4. Okay. Yeah, you do. One of them taps the other on the shoulder and is just like, "Oh, did you write that?" I'm like, "No." Oh, well. I mean, whoever wants to know, then it must be, kids or something hiding behind a barrel or whatnot. The old idiot had a heart attack. He strained himself too much, trying to supposedly save Christmas. And he died because he's an idiot.
So we need to make him hate Christmas so he doesn't try and save it.
Yeah, but then he's not going to give any money to Tiny Tim, and he's still going to die, and they're still going to do dinosaurs.
All right, so we need to hate
That's
Christmas
true.
but give money to the Cratchits.
Maybe he gives money in July.
Make
Just
And
to
then
spite
Happy
Christmas
4th
in
of
July
July.
was born.
That's way simpler than what I was gonna say. I love it. Gotta be given in July. You're so right.
Question: can we just, as ghosts, steal his money for Tiny Tim and give it to Tiny Tim's dad, so that Tiny Tim lives and there's no dinosaurs and Scrooge can do whatever?
You would think so, but no. None of your ghost powers involve stealing of wealth.
I disagree. I can possess someone.
You could.
Let's go back.
You
We'll
could.
possess Scrooge and it'll be fine in July.
Or we get him to invent the very first government write-off so that he can give them the money
Oh, and then write it off on his taxes.
and then he writes it off on his
Donation.
taxes because it's a donation.
We could just possess the tax collector. Because I doubt there's a really
Yeah.
great audit trail.
Now, there's probably I see a big problem in your plan, which is
Like
that
what?
Scrooge, probably being a conservative, doesn't like taxes at all anyway.
Oh, he doesn't pay his taxes.
So
also.
would rather
Got it.
not pay the taxes in the first place, and thus not care about a write-off because
Is he conservative? I know he's Scottish.
he hoards
That makes
money.
sense.
How is that?
Yeah, there's no
not
way he's giving
a
the government a
conservative?
piece of his pie.
Yeah, he's a dick. Doesn't mean he's not. Doesn't mean he's conservative.
What doesn't
Just
mean
because
he's a
that usually
liberal
goes
dick?
together. Yeah, the liberal dick.
Progressive
It's
dick.
the part where he doesn't want to let go of any of his money,
Yeah.
Sam, that makes him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
Not
introduce him to
paying
Freud. Freud would love that. Did Freud live at the same time as him? No. No, he didn't. That was a silly
No,
thing
Freud
to say
was
out loud.
later.
Yeah, much later.
Okay, what are we doing?
So back to the plan of finding another
ooh.
rich fool to pay for the Tiny Tim's illness. And then Scrooge can be dead, and who cares? Or what if we go back, we possess Scrooge, we get him to write up a will. He wills all his funds to Tiny Tim's dad. And then he still dies, but they've got all the money to be able to save their kid.
Okay, how do you plan on doing that? Are you gonna like put a gun to his? Like
We're gonna possess him.
like, you're gonna
Yeah.
write this?
What we could do is we could. I mean, we gotta do it three words at a time, I guess. We could write it ourselves and then just trick him into signing it. Actually, no, we could copy his handwriting. I was his business partner. I probably do that all the
Except
time.
all it says is write on Windows/mirrors.
I still
Yeah,
say
so
we
when-
possess him and
They
make him
technically
sign.
bent the rules too much with the dirt, but like that works.
I mean, it's the same action to write on a mirror as it is the dirt.
Yes, but not on
So
paper.
that's fair.
But
No.
we could possess him and make him write it, can't we?
I mean,
And then it doesn't matter if he dies.
Or I could manifest
I
as semi-corporeal, and I feel like that's enough to pick up a pen and write some shit out. Because I believe Jacob Marley was a lawyer.
He was. I thought they were accountants.
Or he was his business partner.
well, yeah, I thought they were accountants.
Who am I? What am I? Jacob Marley.
This doesn't matter.
It does not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Everything
but I
matters.
want to know now.
Let's hold the game a second just to find out what exactly it was they
Oh
were
my
doing.
God.
Oh,
You're
it just
obscure.
says
I'll
business.
find it, I'll find
It just says business partner.
An obscure Christmas Carol fact.
Whenever we get into like a thing like this where we're looking up obscure facts, I had a friend. I like hopped into a Discord and in the middle of the conversation two of my friends were talking heatedly, and one of them said, like, you got to know your Binky Barnes lore. And that
Perfect.
kind of keeps me up at night sometimes.
What?
So they were business partners. They ran a money
Sorry,
A
they
what?
were in a what?
lending business.
I thought you said laundering,
Yeah, me too.
Basically.
lending.
That too.
Oh, they're just loan sharks that went to
Pretty
school.
much.
Well, I mean,
We've got
maybe
some
if we
great
could try to
ideas.
convince.
We really brainstormed the heck out of this plan.
Yeah.
We got derailed, but I think we came up with a somewhat maybe plan.
Which
Yeah,
one?
we
Kind
just
of got a little lost there for
Yeah, I was gonna say we got a bunch of plans, no details.
Yeah.
no details.
No step 1, 2, and 3s.
Let's jump to the present and see if we
Yes.
can see him trying to save Christmas.
Yes, let us.
Would that be
Sure, I think
Okay.
you got the
effectively
home
the
field
present,
advantage
Cody?
there.
You appear in the present. You are inside of a house which is full of people. You are standing beside the bed of a small boy who appears to be very sick. Seems to have some sort of fever. His father is constantly sat at his bedside, holding his hand, dabbing his forehead with a wet towel.
It's really bad for the felt.
Hmm?
It's really bad for the felt to put
Yeah.
the wet on him.
Yeah,
Because, he's a frog. It's a puppet frog.
Oh, okay. This is not a Muppet Christmas Carol. Thank you.
What? It's not. Hold on, we're not Muppets.
I don't have a good
A woman
one.
knocks on the door and peeks her head in and is just, should come down for Christmas dinner, dear. The children are all waiting for you. And he's just kind of like, I cannot leave Tim in this state.
Okay.
Well, that's real sad.
We were to possess Tiny Tim right now and get him to like walk up and go around and be like, I'm fine, Dad. Would he? You think he'd be okay? What's wrong, Sam?
I feel like we'd scare his parents to death.
Oh, God.
Or
Oh, but if they die, there's no dinosaur apocalypse. Problem solved.
cut the middleman. Just
We just
get rid
kill
of the
everybody.
Cratchits.
Then the
Uh,
future can't
Kill
have.
Tim's dad.
I actually
I mean,
might
you
like,
could.
I might like to try and regain some ghost points here.
Do it.
Oh no.
Just like a whiny kid's voice calling kind of comes through the door. Dad, get over here for dinner. You're ruining Christmas. Tim's gonna be fine. Just let him rest.
It's not like he's gonna die or anything.
Maybe another kid that shows up and just says, I threw up. So I thought you were going to
On your
do.
phone?
Games on your phone.
Dad, do you have games on your slate?
I want to react to Nick's thing with just being like, yeah, I know. Bob Cratchit just stands up and is like, oh, that's right. I have like 6 other kids. Who cares about this one? Goes down.
I have the power to just make more children. Who cares if I lose one? I have seed, you have a womb. Together we will procreate.
Gotta go.
As the Lord intended.
The nun shows up.
What are you trying to do right now?
I mean, it kind of sounds like we can.
Why is a child?
It kind of sounds like we convinced him to get over his kid dying. It's like mission
Not sure
accomplished.
that's gonna help.
Sure. Also, Nick, take D3 ghost points back.
I don't know if he gets D3 because it's supposed to be detrimental, and that's super help.
I was trying to make Bob more miserable. I figure that would be detrimental.
Oh, fine. Instead, you made him more miserable. He cries a single tear. As-
Just one? That's his seventh
Just
child
one.
that's dying right there. He's only like 24. He might never have another kid. He might die tomorrow.
exactly.
I'm still liking the just kill his family and Tiny Tim's death won't lead to dinosaur apocalypse. You know?
I mean, it's up to you. You can do it. You can't
burn
stop
the
I mean,
me.
house
I
down.
could summon an army of lumpy children, apparently.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, all of the Cratchit's children.
Lumpy.
Wait, see, maybe that's what Tiny Tim needs. He needs more meat on his bones, and I could just
He's
make
more
him
lumps.
lumpy enough.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was
Okay,
gonna be
no,
like,
you
hey,
don't-
I heard you
don't-
lost a
you
kid.
don't
Here's a lumpy
change
one.
people. You don't change living children into lumpy
Oh,
children.
so we just add
You summon
lumpy
new
children.
lumpy children.
So there's gonna be extra. Then he's got lots of kids. He'll
Yeah.
have like a dozen. He won't even need Tiny Tim.
Yeah,
Oh, right, I
he's losing
forgot
one
about
crippled child. He's gonna get a bunch of nurglings.
Dumpy.
All of a
Nobody
sudden,
Jim.
noticed Tiny Tim's gone with all these lumpy kids around.
there's a little lumpy knock at the door.
What's a lumpy knock?
I'd like a sample of a lumpy knock, please.
I
I'm scared to see what happens if I Google it.
Probably nothing good.
Oh my god. Oh
Little-
my god.
Pinky green child shows up at the door. Bob Cratchit forsakes Christianity for Father Nurgle.
Yes, starts the starts an entire Space Marine chapter as a result.
Oh god.
So, anyone got some ideas?
The war.
Okay.
We
I
go and
think.
kill the family, lumpy children, or plan C of whatever somebody else can come up with.
Maybe if
As-
we cool the
I
room
mean-
off, it'll break Tim's fever.
But
I thought
don't
you need
wanna-
heat.
I mean, maybe.
you're not supposed to break fevers,
Oh.
though.
Well, it depends on if it's like causing you brain damage yet.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I could kind of. I could whisper a thought to Bob, just trying to kind of implant an idea in his head to like demand a promotion from Scrooge. Like if I could like.
I think he did that.
Yeah.
Didn't he demand money? Beginning of the movie?
You
Sorry,
just
the
tell him
I
to
story.
don't
steal
think
it.
he demanded it, but
Didn't he get fired?
He asked real
Well, no,
nicely, like a beta. He's
I think asked nicely, and also, I think, or was it like a day off of Christmas from working? It was,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
was-
you're
I think
right.
might have
It
been
was
the
a day
latter.
off for Christmas. It was a day off for
So-
Christmas.
I'm thinking, I kind of want to use my ghostly abilities to whisper the idea of like demand a promotion.
Okay, roll a d6.
Steal from Scrooge.
I'll go with the promotion first, just to see if
Rob
that
the Scrooge.
sticks.
6. Okay.
Oh.
Um.
Oh no, that's not good. I got a 1.
Great. You whisper in Bob Cratchit's ear, and he's immediately up like a lightning bolt, and he's just like, "Linda, get the kids and get out of the house." Just immediately kind of like, "What's going on, honey? We need to burn the house down. It is infested with some kind of ghosts. So Yep, that's happening. She's like, what about Tim? Tim's fine. We gotta leave him. It's too late. We can't save him.
I would like to.
Well, if it's his decision, then he's not gonna freak out about it and do the Dino Army.
But he can't burn it down because it's a townhouse.
He can.
You can't burn out one townhouse. You burn down
Saving
all
the
the
mortgage
townhouses.
payment.
I mean, if the houses are connected, then they're all haunted, right?
I'm pretty sure they're renting,
I-
but I feel you. Whatever.
I mean, is there any way?
Whatever. Capitalism is theft.
I float out of the house.
Oh, you
was-
already got it. Great.
I was
Just leaving.
I would like to spend 1 point to nudge Tiny Tim to evoke a groan, to evoke a feeling in his father to save him.
Okay. Roll a
If I may.
d6.
Okay.
Now, remember that idea of
That's a
possessing
6.
Tiny Tim and having him walk out? I
6.
think that'd be real helpful.
You nudge Tiny Tim, and his eyes flare open, and he's just like, "Father, no! Save me!" And his dad is just kind of like, "Oh, right, yes, my child, you are okay." And he picks up Tiny Tim, throws him over his shoulder, and leaves the house.
Did he already set it ablaze, or is this like prep?
No, not yet.
The...
He's gonna
Okay.
set it on fire while he heads down the stairs.
Is there a
Uh,
nun waiting
I mean,
outside
I-
with a
I
gas
think we should-
can and a lighter?
Yes, I am ready and waiting.
Once they get out the door, she lights it up.
Anoint this bitch in oil.
Actually, she's smoking a cigarette and
I
she
mean-
just flicks the cigarette on.
I knew this day would come. That's your actual voice from all the smoking.
Yeah, from the like 30 years of smoking.
I mean,
Just
do
gonna
we want
sit
at
and
least?
watch the house go up in flames.
I mean, I feel like this would cause. I feel like this has caused more problems than making the Cratchits homeless.
Yeah, but it's his choice, you know? He's not gonna feel like blind rage about it if he chose to do it.
And maybe this will be, you know,
where are they gonna stay?
a push for them, you know, to go somewhere else, maybe get some support from people who actually care.
Maybe they'll go to the
Um,
nun for help now that she's helped burn down the house.
Okay.
Maybe. Also,
What do you guys
fun
want to
fact:
do?
this is Charles Dickens' time. There is no one who cares.
Exactly.
We haven't invented that yet. That
Yes,
didn't come until the
yes.
1975.
Social
Yeah,
justice
we
is
were
much
trying to
later.
do that with Scrooge and we kind of fucked up and he died.
Yeah.
Wait, well, hold on. Is Scrooge still? Is Scrooge still? I'm assuming Scrooge is still alive in the present, where we are right now.
I mean, he's not like where you guys are right now.
But he's alive
No.
somewhere.
Hmm.
Because Scrooge is here watching their house burn. He just
Should have
came
paid for
down to see
insurance.
it.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
Is Scrooge Christian?
I don't know.
You'd have to be, man.
I would
19th century England.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Scottish too. So might not be.
Heathen.
No, I think he would be. Yeah, no, what if we convince Cratchit to go to Scrooge now and be like, look, I need some help. My house was haunted and we had to burn it down.
The fires of Christ have cleansed this.
Yeah. As
So-
a fellow Christian,
Christ.
please lend some charity to me, you old bastard.
I could. I mean, I would want to try, but I'm worried that I'm going to get another bad roll and just cause things to be worse. I mean, should we like? Is
do
it
we
going
want
to
him
be
to
like
do?
just kind of whisper?
You guys could also hop to the future and see if you've made any changes.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right.
Let's hop
we
to the
can do
future, see
that.
what happened, and then we'll come back if it's
It's
Dino
trial and
City.
error.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
So,
It is true.
All right, let's check out the future.
All right. You appear at a graveyard, which is ringed by the still burned out cities and giant billboards.
So
Now they
there's
say
still that
Scrooge
problem.
Industries, though.
Oh,
Um,
no.
and
Oh no!
you're standing at the funeral.
Wait,
You see the grave marked Tiny Tim, and you hear the pastor standing there going, "Tiny Tim did not live a very long. His short stature could not have been made up for with more years to live. Sadly, he is survived by his family, and you see his mother and father crying, and the 7 extra children they have, mulling
What do you
about.
mean?
punch.
What is extra children?
The extras.
Some my sister's keeper
They only
shit.
cared
This is
about
the
Tiny
spare. We just
The
keep these
other
other ones for
7
parts.
This is Tim 2.
Uh,
None of them were a blood type match to Tiny Tim, so they were just-
apparently Sophie's choice wasn't that hard.
This is 19th century, dude. You're not gonna blood transfuse. Are you kidding?
I mean, you are. It's not going to be good. Because you got it.
Pretty
via
sure they still
leeches.
thought like your blood was magic back then. So
It was
Hey.
the 4 humors, right?
Cody, I saw Mad Max.
just
It's
being
not
good.
that hard. Okay.
true.
It's not.
Yeah, we're gonna blood bag him.
My blood bag's
Strap another
crazy.
kid to Tiny Tim.
This
So
one's
what
high
if we go back
octane.
and we convince Scrooge to give Tiny Tim a blood transfusion?
Tiny Tim didn't need blood at any
No.
point. He needed a leg.
Also, as you stand there in the snow watching this beautiful scene, not too far away, you see a gravestone that has been completely snowed over, such that you can't even read it. And then you see the wind whip by, and it blows just enough snow off the front to read the name that says Ebenezer Scrooge.
So he died. He died
We
too.
did-
Okay,
So
so
was it-
both Tiny
was-
Tim and Scrooge died.
Did he have children?
No.
Scrooge?
doesn't have kids?
Not
Hey,
in the
look at
original
old-
timeline.
Could we?
Fucks it up with Belle.
Cody, you
No,
said
he had a nephew.
He had a nephew.
Cody, you said he died of a
Was
heart
the-
attack, right?
That is what the idiots around the fire barrel said.
Could we go back and just convince him to eat less red meat, go for a jog now and then, and meditate, and see if we can buy ourselves a few years?
I mean, you did tell him to hit the gym, and it didn't really sink in.
Well, I didn't actually get
We
to tell him
try
because
again.
the chalk was compromised.
Oh, yes. Right.
And then the room mysteriously exploded at no one's fault.
You can do whatever you want. You have 3 wonderful periods in time you can jump through.
What if we go to the past at a time where we can talk to his business partner and get his business partner to drain money from the business, and then Scrooge isn't rich, and then none of this is a problem?
Oh, that would be easy because it's me. I could tell him. I could do that.
This is future you. Take
I
all
could do it
Scrooge's
twice.
money.
Isn't that the whole like? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, isn't that the whole like plot of the freaking book in the first place? Oh well.
How did I don't remember how Jacob Marley died. I don't want to look it up. I feel like he drowned. Or like had pneumonia, which is the same thing. Drowning above
Died
water.
because of some injury or illness related to his head.
Fell down.
Mm.
It is likely that some sickness or infection could not have been treated and worsened, ultimately causing his death.
Good.
So
He had a head ailment.
So maybe what? Hold on. What if we convince Jacob Marley to be good, and then also
I thought Jacob Marley.
in
was
turn
good.
that'll help?
Probably.
No, he was.
Sorry,
I think he was
he
greedy
wasn't.
as.
Yeah,
was
because he's
greedy
in
as Scrooge.
purgatory.
Yeah. So we convince Jacob Marley to be good. In turn, that'll convince Scrooge to be good, and this whole thing gets solved.
You're absolutely right. It's very strange that Jacob Marley didn't think of this sooner.
If I fix me.
Yo, wait a minute. What? It's a typical like 18th century man thing. There's no way I'm the problem here. Absolutely no. There's no way. Not even a thought. Not on the radar.
I'm picturing Marley writing on somebody's mirror to mess with them, and just kind of catches a glimpse of himself in the mirror and has that moment
He's
of
like,
introspection. And...
Which he immediately shuts up and then like
a tear strolls down his cheek.
Strolls?
Yeah.
Leisurely stroll down his
Don't
I
you
mean, ghost
mock my
tear.
word choice.
I'm absolutely gonna
To the
mock your
past.
choice.
Ooh.
To the past, but not as far back as we went before.
you specified the past. You find yourselves in a mansion of sorts, where you see a young man sitting by a fireside, counting some coins in his pocket. You recognize the slightly older Scrooge now. And you see another woman come in and just kind of go, "Oh, Ebenezer, darling,
Is it the nun?
please come to bed. It's late."
Nope. Definitely not the nun.
Um,
Though he asked if it was the nun.
And he just kind of turns around and is just kind of like, "You bitch, can't you see I'm busy?"
Ebenezer.
And she immediately goes,
Okay.
her reaction is, of course, to immediately leave him and go, "How dare you insult me in such a way? You don't respect me. I'm leaving you." And so she
Is
does.
this his divorce?
Okay. I think we need to convince. Okay, I think I figured out the problem here. We need to get Scrooge laid.
You think you figured out the problem?
Yeah, that's the cause
we
of
don't
his
need to make him
greediness.
nice or anything. We just need to get him a lady of the night.
I mean, it's a starting point.
You gotta
Never
spend money
mind
to
the
make
whole,
money,
like, let's
man.
make these guys good again. It's hookers.
I
When in doubt, keywords.
not- I mean, I don't know if I'd say that far, but I mean, that's like Plan B.
How
But
are we
you know,
gonna convince a sane lady to beat this man and sleep with him? We're not. You're gonna have to pay her.
With what,
I thought
your
we were gonna-
ghost
I mean,
dollars?
maybe.
We
I mean,
Oh,
I'm trying to think of a way to convince. Maybe like a white lie to say like sex equals profit.
maybe
Just
we
as a
need
way to
somebody
convince
to
Draw
pay
that in the
him.
mirror.
We need somebody to pay him.
Are you going to turn him into the first pimp or something? Is that what we're going to do?
He's gonna be the first prostitute.
Yeah, so that he then maybe
I don't
sees
think he'll be
value
the
in
first.
something that he wasn't so into before.
And he wasn't like what money?
I-
Sex is something he wasn't too into before.
Oh yes, if he owns enough women, he'll be able to make money, right?
if the women are paying him, she
Yeah,
was
no.
inviting him up to bed, and he turned her. He could keep counting his money. I'm
Oh
just
my
reading
God.
the room.
Okay.
I feel like you're trying to identify his greed as a fetish. And I don't
think you're wrong.
I'm upset that I can't fight it.
I
Should we tell her? Be like, yeah, look, you want him to do what you want to do. You just gotta like the opposite of Tooth Fairy. Like you just, or like the Tooth Fairy. It's like, yeah, he'll come to bed, he'll wake up with a couple shekels or whatever the fuck under his
What?
what do they call
pennies probably.
pennies? I don't know. What's before a pound back then?
Shillings.
Shillings.
Yeah,
Did they-
shillings and pences.
Shillings. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
Yeah, you
I went to a-
narrowly avoided that one.
I went to a Baptist university. Sorry. Oh yeah, me too, man. Yeah, shillings. Yeah, we'll just tell her it's like, look, you just put a couple of shillings under his pillow.
Oh, is she the
Right.
tooth fairy all of a sudden?
Yeah, but she just
by this-
all she has to do is take
By this
from
time,
his stuff.
you see another woman enter the room, and you see him turn. His eyes do light up slightly, and you see him go, "Ah, yes, my darling fan. Thank you for visiting me in such a state." She comes and sits beside him. It's just kind of like, "Yes, of course, Ebenezer. I'll have you know that my research is going quite well."
Killer.
Is it?
Killer. Killer.
It's her.
Sorry,
Killer.
research.
Killer. Killer.
I,
She's
kill her.
Killer.
Yes,
Okay.
I've engaged with several local scientists who tell me that they will reach a breakthrough any day now into non-corporeal forms that exist all around us.
I kill her.
Oh wait, no.
Okay.
It's too late. It's too late.
Right
It's too
now?
late to kill her. No, it's too late to kill her. We got to go back in time to the explosion and make sure she dies then. She already wrote everything down, which is how you continue stuff. You got to do it before she writes it down.
I mean, would she have her papers with her or no?
No, of
But
course
she's
not.
already talked to scientists and they're working on it too.
Yeah, there's
You
SOPs
might be
written and
right.
everything. There's too much evidence.
Further into the past.
Okay, you guys requesting to go back to the school?
Yeah, let's
See,
blow his
I
bitch
guess
up.
I guess we are.
Okay,
And then we'll go to the future and we'll see if it fixed it.
okay.
Can we go? I kind of want to go to the moment before I raise the temperature in the room and spend another point for another 10 degrees and see if that's enough.
Enough for what?
So, if you a little bit
To
more than
toast
knock
her.
her out.
You're gonna make it 45 degrees Celsius in the room? Okay.
He wants
Yeah,
a bigger
would that-
boom.
Yeah, would that make a larger sawtooth?
Roll a d6.
He wants it
six.
to go wrong though.
No. So you see it doesn't explode this. Instead, you see the temperature raising, and they're both slowly shedding layers, and you hear them comment, "Oh, geez, what's the heating in this place sure has gotten out of hand."
And they're locked in.
They are.
They're locked in, right? Because I locked the door
Wait.
before.
Yep.
Guys, everyone use all your points to raise the temperature in the room.
Okay,
I'm gonna cook them.
hold on. I got an idea.
We
I
have
think
someone
this is
who
the
can just
perfect
insta-kill.
opportune time.
Yeah, but how many points is it to kill somebody?
Sorry, Chris. Proceed.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is the perfect opportune time to sick my lumpy children on him.
Yes, lumpy children.
Send the lumpy kids. Send them in.
Yo, do they just appear in the room?
We about
Sure.
to find out. Send the lumpy kids.
Oh, and it's hot, so they're lumpy and sweaty.
I'm spending my 3 points to sick the lumpy children and hopefully kill her in the process.
Lumpy.
I don't know how to play this.
Give me the lump, boy.
I don't know how many
My
children
soul.
you're summoning.
I mean, I would assume 3 or 4 might be enough.
You see Ebenezer and what you now understand is his sister stand up on a desk and just Start like kicking the children.
While this is
Ah,
happening,
where are you?
I will raise the temperature as well.
Okay.
What,
Would
I
it-
roll a d6?
Yes.
Would it not be more humane to just use the death ray?
Do it. Yeah, don't I have that? How many
You
points
do.
are that actually?
3.
3?
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's more poetic because when they first discovered that the dinosaurs died out, they thought it was a heat wave. So I think because they were going to try and make dinosaurs, that would make more sense for them to die in the heat.
But if I like Death Rayer, he's gonna think she died in the heat.
Good enough.
Death
No,
Rayer.
because then he's gonna want revenge on the world and bring back dinosaurs to be like, oh, just like my sister, they died in the heat.
He doesn't know.
That's an
anything about
interesting leap of
dinosaurs.
logic.
They both have to die.
As opposed
No,
to
they're not gonna
sound
beat
logic,
any
which has
love
led
of
us to this
dinosaur out of
place.
him.
She could just use her kill anybody twice.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Let's go.
She's not a man
The
of science.
sister, then Scrooge.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Oh, that's right. Weird stuff could
What?
happen. Oh no, she killed a lucky
Okay. It didn't. You. It whizzed by her head and killed one of the three children instead.
Oh, my poor baby.
And she's immediately like, "Get down!"
Goes up, Chris. He had to come
Try
to
again.
say, "Oh, Misses.
Okay, roll the d6.
5.
Okay, yeah, you kill her. She flops over.
Okay, and now
Ebenezer
Scrooge.
just like looking at the children around, being like, "What have you done to?" Starts like
Shoot
punching.
at Scrooge. 6.
Yes.
Yeah, you hit him. You like disintegrate him. Okay.
Oh, no, the lumpy children. I want to put the temperature down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I regain
I was
some
worried
points?
about my poor babies.
Of course.
I
you
got
can.
another 6.
Yes. It the temperature goes down actually 20 degrees.
To a balmy 20.
Perfect for the lumpy children.
Okay. If I can regain some points.
Sure.
Of course.
The doorknob starts to rattle, and then all of a sudden the door frame splinters as a nun kicks the door in with
Don't let the lumpy children escape.
with a pipe hanging out of her mouth. This one, and she looks in. She crosses herself and says, "It's just like the dinosaurs."
Yes.
No.
May I roll my d3?
Yes, you may.
May I roll my d3? Oh god.
There's 3 dead children in here. One of them lumpy.
How
Hey,
many?
you don't go to the school.
How many lumpy children
I-
remain?
Oh, they've got to be gone by now.
Oh, did they just leave after a
Oh,
bit?
I guess.
They're like a summon.
Does
Oh,
the
yeah.
dead one disappear too?
Sure.
Yeah, they're nurglings. They go back to the warp.
I mean, that one's just got to take a nap. He'll be fine afterwards.
Don't
Can of corn, he'll
recharge.
be fine. Can of corn.
Oh my god.
So to the
I mean,
future,
should we
to see
check
if
the-
there's a dino apocalypse?
Yeah.
To the
But
future.
why not?
You end up back in the future. The city is still burnt out.
Oh,
But now
Oh,
when
Tiny Tim!
you find yourself outside of Scrooge's house, and you just suddenly hear sounds of, and you see some people shuffling down the street towards you.
Did we make it worse?
I
did the nun make
Think it
cap
may
with dinosaurs?
Yo, did the nun do this? What does the billboard say?
Does it just have a big
This is
raptor
Sister
Jesus picture?
Judas's-
Dudes.
Oh, it has to be Raptor Jesus, and it has to say something ridiculous like, get your new, I don't know, get your new Jesus vaccine today.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I
Bit-
can't
Signed
wait to see
Pope.
Be
Chris
sure to-
create all these billboards.
be sure to visit your Velocipaster.
There you go.
Signed Pope T-Rex.
Paul.
Okay, so we made it worse.
Okay. So maybe we should wind it
Jesus
back to
dinosaurs?
before we kill.
Hey, so maybe that plan wasn't the best.
Okay,
Let's try that
let's not
again.
do that one.
Let's not do that one.
We've only tried the present once. Maybe we should try.
Can we go somewhere else in the? Should we go somewhere else in the present, or
We
Do you
could
think
try
we can make
try
something
seeing
happen
what
in the
Scrooge is
present?
doing in the present.
oh yeah.
I mean, if we go into the
Oh.
present, wouldn't he be dead? Or at this point,
Yeah, he
since
was
we killed
killed as a
him younger?
child.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to go back.
Based on your
We gotta go
current
to the
timeline.
past. Gotta go to the past. Don't kill him, and then we go to the present.
You guys
See
are
what
making
happens.
this so complicated.
Yeah.
Well, he gives a sandbox, and we're finding all the turds.
Yeah, so let's.
You're
Well,
throwing pasta everywhere to see what sticks.
Yeah.
We'll go back to the present that was the present that we went to previously, but in a different location.
Can we
Okay.
do that?
Can we do that?
You want to go to the
Or
present?
if we need to go to the past, can we blip to the past before we killed him, and then just blip to the present? Because that technically didn't happen.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, well,
You go
just
ba-
let
you
it
go
play
back to
out
the
as it
past.
was going.
Yeah, fast forward. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you're just letting the little school scene go out as normal without you having interfered?
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of
Okay.
like the idea of the explosion, though. I feel like that helped.
I don't think it helped.
I think it's fine.
Well, but maybe we should see what she would have researched if she didn't have the.
Sure. Explosion or the dying.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We didn't do the plan where Buddy Boy goes on the straight and narrow and then convinces Scrooge to go on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were gonna do, and then we
Yeah.
killed everyone.
Yeah. Why don't we try that
Alright.
plan?
So we'll let the school scene play out. Let Scrooge live. Then fast forward to Scrooge and Jacob there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got to that spot and then we saw his sister come in and say, I've done research, and we were like, let's kill her. So maybe maybe we go back to that spot, and instead of instantly going back to kill her, we see what happens when we try and let Buddy Boy convince himself to do it.
My name is Jacob Marley.
Okay. So wait. So where you guys are going back to his interlude with his girlfriend?
Yeah,
his
but
sister?
instead of being with him and his... Yeah, we're going to...
The Jacob Marley, what he's doing at that moment. Can we go even farther? Can we go farther back in the present?
So
But that would be the past.
here's what I'm gonna say. You guys are noticing
It's all in the past, kind of.
You seem unable, barring a couple random examples, to show up anywhere that doesn't involve or directly involve Scrooge.
So, what if we go to a time where Jacob and Scrooge are hanging out together when they're first business partners? And we get Jacob to go to talk to himself and put him on the straight and narrow.
Yes.
You don't seem to be able to find that point in time.
They're never just alone together? What the heck?
Nope, never. Nope.
We find out
There's always a
business
third
partners.
person.
Scrooge forged his name on everything.
Always a third.
Yeah,
I mean,
Jacob
we could
Marley
still-
didn't exist.
There's always
He's
a
a
third.
figment of Scrooge's imagination the whole time. It's for tax reasons.
Yeah.
We just see him, and every time he's
How
like,
am I a
"What's
ghost?"
that, Bob?" Or what's that, Jacob?
Ghost Tim's like, yeah, I actually never met this guy in my life. I don't know.
He
who
got
this
beat
is.
so much as a kid that he just like created him as an invisible friend.
You're an imaginary
God.
friend. You're not a ghost.
How am I a ghost of imaginary?
When he
You're not.
imagined you died, you like Tolput as a ghost.
he
Really, this
believed
is
so hard.
Manifested you.
This is Scrooge's Slaughterhouse 5 moment. We're
Yeah.
just jumping between, not sure what's real or not.
So, if we
You're all different facets of Scrooge's personality.
Yeah.
Just
if Tiny Tim dies, his family makes Dino nonsense. But if his family's done, his family does it. And then if Scrooge's family's dead, the nun does it. I
So
feel like
we-
the Dino apocalypse is just inevitable at this point.
I
I
think the
never
only
said
way-
that the nuns was a dinopocalypse.
While the nuns had vaccines.
Dino vaccine.
So hold on, was it normal? Was it not an apocalypse?
Kind of felt like an apocalypse.
It did.
It was
You guys
definitely
basically showed
apocalypse.
up. You heard some noises. You looked at a billboard and you blipped out.
Yeah, can you hold on? Maybe let's go back to that, and we'll. See
was
if
for
we
sure-
fixed it.
I don't know, it was apocalypse coded for sure.
Yeah, it felt very apocalypsy.
You can't just run back there now because you've reset the past and Scrooge isn't dead anymore.
So we gotta go kill him again.
I
I'm not doing that again.
Fine, we will
1,000
rewind.
ways to kill
We will
Scrooge.
rewind. You end up back in the future, and as you appear outside of Scrooge's house, you see a man run down the street and be tackled by a number of other people who start eating him.
Oh, it is an apocalypse.
Zombies.
Dinosaur people.
God, I knew it. Jesus
I know
doesn't just
some.
make vaccines for nothing.
Yeah, you're right, man. He doesn't.
Okay.
I think we need Scrooge to give the Cratchits money and become like this good embodiment of Christmas. I think that's where success
We-
lies.
We
What
need
if
to
we
help him
just-
save Christmas so he doesn't burn himself out.
Yeah. So what if we just go a little before the present in the normal timeline? And we'll just do the like Scrooge versus Ghost stuff before the other S's do it and give them a heart attack. And we just do it better.
I mean, we've done this once before. I guess we could streamline the process now.
Yeah.
So you guys want to go back to the present?
Yeah, but like a little early.
Okay. You blip to inside Scrooge's house. 4 of you are standing over his arm. He's lying on the floor.
Like he just had
Oh.
a heart attack?
He's had a heart attack, yes.
Yeah. What? Can we go right? Like,
Wait, sorry. This is
45
assuming
minutes
this is
before his
assuming you
heart
guys also went all the way back, stopped killing him in the first place,
Yeah.
and then came
Yeah.
to this.
Yes, we did do
point,
that.
attack. Of course.
Yeah.
Can we go to about like 45 minutes before his heart attack?
Sure, why not?
Why did he have a heart attack?
That's
In
what I
this
want to
one.
know. That's why
He's
I wanted to
standing
ask.
there and looking at the group of you and just says, "Oh, spirits, I'm grasping what you're trying to teach me. It is so much information for an old man to come to terms with, but there's so much I can still do with my life. I need to just plan and just call an ambulance. Wait, those don't exist yet."
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. We do the thing where we appear one at a time, but in the past, as a child.
When he's 12, yeah.
Yeah, like when he's 12. We'll bring the sister along.
So we
Maybe she'll not bring dinosaurs to life.
Yeah, because if they just see us, they don't need to do the research.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm game.
I think that'll
Do
work.
it. Send it
Okay.
to the past.
The past.
We're going back to the school segment. Okay. What are you guys doing?
When we manifest, do we have to manifest like what we look like, or can we decide what we look like? Like, can I be a younger like child Jacob Marley to
No.
appear? No, I'm a
To be
Man with
old
a-
dead.
the bumpy old head.
Chains and stuff. Yes.
Mm.
Okay, full send. Let's go.
Okay. Is everybody
I'm going to spend-
manifesting?
5 points to manifest.
Roll a
I don't
d6.
have enough
I-
points to manifest, so I'll
I've-
just watch. I'll supervise.
Uh,
Red helmet.
That's a
on,
5.
white.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You
Yeah.
know what? I'll do it too. I got. I guess I still get at least 1 point left, so I'm gonna go for it.
You can do this
Um,
without Christmas future, right?
We don't know the future
Ah.
yet. It depends on Ebenezer's choices.
Oh yeah, exactly. 'Cause
Oh.
Chris, what'd you
I
get?
can't help with 1 point.
I really need to get a different dice. I got one again.
Chris, throw those dice in the garbage.
So,
Yeah, you know what?
out
This
of the
one's
three of
going
you,
to dice.
Jacob Marley appears normal. Nick, who is the ghost of futures past,
What?
like just explodes out of like non-existence, like backed by fire and like smoke and whatnot. And Chris as the ghost of future or of present Christmas present falls down when he manifests, I guess. I don't know.
Trips.
I tripped over my robe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You
The
tripped
greatest
you tripped
entrance.
over your robe and you knocked Ebenezer out.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No, this is
Can I
perfect.
take-
No, this is perfect. Because now
Because the
we just
sister's
go through
now
the whole thing
standing
with
there.
the we go through the whole thing with the sister, and she can be an influence on him for the rest of his life.
Yep.
He
Make sure
loves
She
his
is
sister.
terrified, as you three have just appeared in front of her and knocked out her.
He's like,
Be not
Don't be
afraid.
"Be not afraid, Fanny.
No, I'm very afraid. Thank you.
No, stop that."
Sorry about your brother.
Yeah, we've got we've come to help change Ebenezer's ways to save both Christmas and the world.
His ways. What about his ways? Need to be changed? Why?
He's gonna grow up to be a huge dick.
Oh, is that because of the beatings?
We're not sure. But we do know that we try to help him later and it doesn't work because he's too old. And that's kind of on us. So we're trying to fix it. He's gonna meet
Okay.
so first of all, in the future, he's gonna meet a man named Jacob Marley. Looks a lot like me, but corporeal.
Okay.
It's like they're gonna be business
What does
partners.
corporeal mean?
So
I'm
like,
only
you know how you
11,
can
dude. I don't know big words.
Oh, she's little? Oh, fuck.
Children.
I didn't realize she was
She's
also
not
a
an
child.
adult forever.
Oh no, I thought she was older than him. Sorry.
A little bit.
It's like, but it's like, but more there. Not a ghost. Less chains, probably. Probably not wearing pajamas. And yeah, and we'll be biz bars. He's gonna make a ton of money, but he's not gonna be nice. And then he's gotta make sure he gives the Cratchits, he gives Bob Cratchit Christmas off and helps with Tiny Tim. I know this
And
sounds
don't
made
forget
up, but do
give,
it.
don't forget to give
This
money
is-
to the poor too. I feel like that's a big,
Yes.
big help.
Ghost of Christmas Present.
Yep.
I'm in the present, man. That's
Yeah, Ghost of Christmas Present, which is the future. Will now take it away.
For her. Yeah.
That sounds confusing.
You don't know the half
Right.
of it, kid.
So first off, I'm sorry for knocking out your brother here. He's still gonna be hopefully okay by the time we get back to the.
That's okay.
Present
It's only
or-
his fourth concussion. I'm sure he'll be
Yeah.
fine.
It's like I had a bunch
Oh,
of head
boy.
injuries and I still made
Wow.
a ton of money. It was great.
So yes, quick recap. Donate some money to the poor, including the Cratchits.
Okay.
Make sure your brother's not a dick.
Okay.
Make sure he eats healthy too. Get into
Okay.
exercise. We don't want him to get a heart attack. Not our fault. It's all his fault. But if we're being old.
Okay.
Guys, is there anything else I'm missing here? I think we got most of it. Be good. Donate to the poor. Be healthy.
Oh.
And Tiny Tim.
Mr. Past.
Hmm.
Anything to add?
Yeah.
Tell him that. Well, I was gonna say that his girlfriend is more important than his money, but I don't know.
There's going to be a song
Love.
200
Yeah,
years later.
definitely.
That,
There's a whole.
goes
I think
against
there's like
that.
a whole genre of music upcoming that would contradict me there, but
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure he has a girlfriend too. That's it. I
Great.
think we got the bullet points.
The three of you
Be
blink
nice
out of
to- He's
existence.
gonna get a girlfriend, and he's gotta be nice to her, because I'm pretty sure we saw him call her a bitch when she wanted to, kill
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, make sure he respects women, which I understand is very radical at this time. But
oh, and pay his
Be the-
taxes.
Yeah.
Fund abortion clinics. Free access to healthcare for all.
That's it, yeah.
Why is
yeah.
that the
afford it.
priority? Why is that the priority in healthcare, Cody?
Tim, it is life-saving for
You s-
some people.
It is
saw the-
19th century
you saw the
England, man,
Cratchits
and they're all
house.
Catholics. They don't use contraception. What do you want?
It's true. They don't even use abstinence. Ugh.
Yeah.
So, did we cover it?
All right. Well, I think.
There you
Okay,
go.
I
the
think
three
so.
of you blink
I
out of
mean-
existence. And
Oh,
she
as,
was
as,
confused.
as I fade out, it's like, oh, and there's a fourth ghost. He'll fucking kill you. If you don't listen.
Okay.
Rattles
Okay.
chains.
So, should we check the future and see how it went?
Yeah.
Sweet. You get
Yeah.
to the future.
Actually, sorry.
What's up?
I want to at least do one last thing. Maybe hopefully get some sort of points in this.
Okay.
And come in as a nun. Look,
We were so close.
Kicks down the door.
look at Scrooge on the floor. I'd be like, these fucking lazy kids. Wake your brother up so he can get to school.
Stubs her cigar a little bit or something.
These lazy ass Scots.
Just smoking something different every time she comes in.
Yeah, maybe the next one will be cool and have a J.
I'm thinking chewing tobacco next.
Oh yeah,
Ew.
Spit
She's got a spit cup.
these fucking kids.
What is the next
Okay,
one?
to
gonna
the
be
future.
ribbons and just freaking.
What? No, that's what they do with the tin.
Did I at least get? Did I at least get anything
you
out?
can roll a d3 for your ghost points. Oh my god. Okay, you get to the future. It is Christmas Day, and there is these bells ringing. And you see Scrooge throw open his windows and does the normal thing, tells the kid on the street to buy the turkey and take it to
Hey.
his house. And hooray! And this is the thing, you did it.
We did it.
We saved Christmas.
You did, and you
Wow.
turn around and you see the billboard again that says, please make sure to confess all your sins to your local Velocipastor. And that's where we're going to end it.
Close enough.
So we didn't fix it.
No.
But
We
at least
saved
we
Christmas.
loved Christmas.
We
Hey!
saved Christmas.
Yeah,
Well,
we didn't save the
we saved-
future,
we-
but we
it-
saved Christmas.
Correct. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight. So thanks, everybody.
Hey.
Thanks for playing Last Christmas. Or A Christmas Carol in a role-playing game, being a simulated attempt to avoid complete societal collapse via spectral time travel. I've been Cody. We have been the Corptocracy. And if you like what you saw, please check us out on Twitch or YouTube at Corporate Crash Course. We're also at CCC RPGs on Twitter and Instagram. Until next time, thanks everybody. Bye.
Merry Christmas.